It's that time of year again, guys. I hope you guys are safe. Happy holidays to you and your loved ones. And it's almost time. Within a week, we're going to be into the new year 2022. And what a better way to end the year of 2021 with the final review of Visual Prison episode 12. Now, this episode, they kind of answered everything that I had from the previous episode. So, to cut it short and everything, Gil is fine. He is fine, okay? I don't think, I was kind of hoping for a bittersweet ending. I don't know why I wanted that before the holidays and everything, but I was kind of hoping that to give it a little drama effect, but I'm still happy with the happy ending that we got. So, to put it short, now it's October 31st in their world. We're past October 31st already. That was like nearly 2 months ago, right? So it is now Visual Prison. So of course, when Visual Prison happened, and actually this is a reflection of episode 1, because when we first saw Ange, he saw Eclipse, right? That was Visual Prison, and most likely that was like a year before, because the Scarlet Moon casted like a huge shadow. Of course, it doesn't affect normal people, non-vampires. So everyone going to the venues, they're going to see Oz perform, they're going to go see Lost Eden, they're going to go see Eclipse, all of them perform on the same night. October 31st is now Visual Prison, the ritual, right? So they're all performing. Of course, we know from last episode, the only way for Gil to wake up is when they cast their illusion of Visual Prison. And that's the only time he was able to wake up. So as we're shown, every band that was performing, through the reactions of their fans, being enticed by their music, feeling the music, feeling the emotions that are being produced by the music of each of these bands, you saw like light orbs from each individual guest that was at the concerts floating up to the Scarlet Moon. So from there, we have where, because other bands were playing, if you saw all the colors, it was red for Lost Eden, purple for Eclipse, and blue for Oz. They were the only ones that was generating the most reaction from their fans, and it caused them all to get into this space. It was almost like think of along the lines of like, what's the best thing? Okay, think of like where they went into the time capsule in Dragon Ball Z, right? It's just that one space where only those who are in there are able to interact with their environment. So the environment that they were in the prison that they were in, it was filled with flowers that represented each band's color, right? And there they were going to do battle, like actual sword fighting and everything. But we had where Oz, at least Ange, started to sing his heart out. And of course, like I predicted, and I wasn't wrong, Oz won. What was the most shocking of it all, though, was even though they won a Scarlet Tear, right? They got the other bands decided to give up their Scarlet Tears. Not only that, the thing that made, when I made the prediction, when I made this guess actually back a few videos ago, where every year they would have to perform 10 years, because it was by Eclipse. I believe it was Hyde that was saying it. Hyde was saying that we will have to perform for another decade in order to get 10 Scarlet Tears. So it wouldn't be nothing to them, because a decade means nothing to an immortal being, but it goes back to my guest saying that every year they would have to perform for a decade, 10 years, in order to win Visual Prison and receive a Scarlet Tear from the Scarlet Moon. And of course, it goes back to the previous video where and the previous episode where they say that once a vampire is deceased, or in this case punished like Gil was twice, and one of them being the biggest rule breaker, trying to change a woman into a vampire, once you are punished and then you are disintegrated and sent back to the Scarlet Moon, you in return turn into a Scarlet Tear. So going back to it, Lost Eden and Eclipse gave up their tears in order to revive back Gil. So in total, Oz got a total of, I believe, 19 scarlet tears because they had 18. And they added their own, making a total of 19 scarlet tears. And then it just fast forward to seeing where everything is just fine. Oz won Visual Prison that year, right? They got their scarlet tear. And then we just fast forward afterwards where they go back to their daily lives. Of course, they're no longer disbanded. So after what happened was a week passed, and they announced, announced that they were getting back together. So they're going to continue making music. So like some of the bands were like, yo, that was, they were telling lies. But if you think about it, nobody was sure that Gil would have still been with the band. Everybody thought that Gil would have died, right? Because even Gil was like, don't use the scarlet tears on me. I did what I had to do and I'm going to suffer the punishment. But Ange didn't want that. And of course, Ange is still a damn fair. He didn't even change into a full vampire. So I'm guessing until the day that Ange dies, that's the only time Oz is still going to perform, because it doesn't look like by the end of the episode Ange has fully become a full-born vampire. He didn't use the wish on himself, he used it on Gil. So Gil is still recovering, so you still see the cracks in his skin, the red cracks on his skin, at least on his face, but he is getting better, he's healing. So I'm really glad that they said, they used their wish to save Gil, because of Gil, we have where Oz was formed. He allowed Ange to come to him within himself, express his feelings through music, and to become his true self. So without Gil, Oz wouldn't be who they are today. And Gil was able to find his passion for music once more because of him meeting Ange. They were destined to meet each other, right? So I'm really glad of how everything came together. It came off on a good note. Not only that, back to one of the comments I saw for, I think it was on my episode 10 review, the way they ended the season 1 of Visual Prison, we had it's a callback to episode 1. Remember when Ange went to the cafe and he saw a picture of the old Eclipse with the 4 members, right? We had with this mysterious guy came, he saw Oz's poster on the same cafe. And when Ange came out, he was about to run away. And then we have Ange saying, he ends off the show with, do you like music? Now, my guess is there can be 3 takes on how the manga is going to go. I don't think the manga has came out as of yet. So my 3 guesses of how the manga can turn out is it can be one, like in between daily life moments of all the characters, what they do during their downtime and all of that stuff before it catches up to the last episode. Another can be a prequel starting from the old Eclipse for 3 members actually. The 3 members before Saga joined. Then it continues on with Saga and it goes on with the backstory that we know of where they further elaborate on like with Gil and Utica and Kotami and so forth, so on. And then it ends off where we get to episode 12, probably a little epilogue or something of that sort, and it can finish off from there. Or the manga can literally start off where episode 12 last left off. And we see this new member, because I have a feeling this guy that appeared at the end of the episode is going to become a new member of Oz. I'm hoping for the 3rd guess that is what happens, because I would be really excited. They have a new member. Of course, I feel like Oz when the next Visual Prison that they enter into, that would be so dope. But nonetheless, I enjoyed this entire season, guys. I can't wait for when the manga comes out, because I'm definitely going to read it. If I think about it, I probably might review it. It's just I'm going to probably wait for enough chapters to come out. I might give a review for the first chapter or so. So when it does come out, I'll let you guys know. And I might drop a little review on it, how I feel about the first chapter and so. And if I see it, doing really well, in terms of if I'm enjoying the manga, then I'll continue, because I haven't reviewed manga in a bit. So I'm actually anticipating for Visual Prison's manga. And yeah, that's basically it. I enjoyed every episode. And like I said, and I'll say it again, my favorite character in this entire show from episode 1 to 12 is still Eve. Eve is best. You cannot look at me and tell me when they were a human, they were a vampire hunter, kept them same skills, and now is stronger due to having vampire-like abilities, or actually vampire abilities, and still hunting vampires that hunt humans, right? You mean to tell me you don't like Eve? Really? On this last episode? But do actually tell me, who was your favorite character in this entire show? I'd love to hear it. If some of you like Eve, you got good taste. You have amazing, impeccable taste. But yeah, I actually enjoyed it. I hope there's another show like this right up my alley. And I'm really sad that it's gone. It made my fall season, but I can't wait for winter season. So you guys know I'm going to be reviewing Koroshi Ai, or Love of Kill, My Dress Up Darling, and Futsal Boys. So those are all coming within like the second week of January. So just stay tuned for that. I'm going to be gone for a week. Not going on vacation or anything, but like, since there's no new shows until the winter season starts up, I'll be gone for about a week and a half until the new shows start dropping. And of course, I'm going to do at least one show with a live reaction first impression, and the others are going to be first impression reviews. There are going to be some changes with the channel as well. So until then, guys, stay safe, have fun, happy holidays, drop a like, a subscribe, leave a comment on how you felt about Visual Prison Season 1. And are you excited for the manga that's going to come soon? And I'm Kimmy-chan of Anime Legends. And I'll see you guys later. Oh! And the links are in the description box, so check those out too as well. Bye!